Veecon stuff. So you talk. I want to hear. How was it?
So first off, I was telling everyone the last few months that like one day I'm gonna get one of these vlogs at a conference sponsored. And I was like, one day someone's gonna see the level of quality that goes in these vlogs, and someone's gonna want to slap their face and their name on it and say, "Yo, sponsored by." And we had that happen for Veecon. I had it sponsored by Pudgy Projects, their fast sneaks with the
Nice.
activation for their shoes. So I repped their shoes for the whole weekend. It was fucking awesome because the shoes were comfortable and they looked great. Got some cool experience also getting some product shots in between a vlog to make it as organic as possible. But as far as the actual Veecon, dude, what a fucking event. 3 times more fun than NFT NYC, NFT LA, all of the ones combined. This was very, very different. And the only way I can describe it is there was one thing in common. Every single person at this entire event that they had is that they purchased a Veecon ticket. Every single person who came. So in NFT NYC LA, you don't exactly know who's in the room. Some people might not even know anything about anything. They might just be showing up. There might be like an art thing. But here, everyone's here for Veecon. Everyone's here for either Gary V or V Friends. And that one thing in common changed the game. It made the level of quality of the conversations very, very different. There was a family feel. It was all under one roof, which is very different than New York, very different from LA, where it's spread out. There's satellite events going on the whole time. This was one thing at a time, pretty much. You know, there are little side panels and stuff going on throughout the day that you can choose which one you want to go to. But for the most part, everything is in one spot. And if you wanted to catch a speaker, you probably could catch all the ones that you wanted. You really didn't have to choose very often. Like the only real decision I had to make was either go to Andrew Schultz's comedy routine, which I ended up skipping for business, which really sucked. I'm not going to lie. I really hated to miss Andrew Schultz's talk. Apparently it's pretty funny. But I went to Project Kaizen's party. I got to meet and hang out with Lisa and Tom Bilyeu from Impact Theory. Got to hang out with Shay, the project manager there. We're looking to put together a video and hopefully do some work with Project Kaizen and Impact Theory in the future, because I'm just realizing in these events, especially if you can put in the work and do your side and then make the deepen the relationships that you have that you've already built online and then go and establish those a little bit more in person, hang out with them, have good vibes and stuff. The opportunities are crazy, dude. Like I got to do some stuff with World of Women, Project Kaizen. Like those are some companies I would love to tie my brand to because the longevity, I know they're going to be here. I don't have to worry about them rugging or anything like that. But the opportunities are cool, dude. Everyone was walking around, got to see Leap, got to hang out with Thread Guy for a sec, got to hang out with like anyone I wanted to hang out with. They were there, got to meet them, saw Farouk. Dude, it was wild. I got to meet Gary.
Did you? Whoa, hold on. There's so much there. Let's start with the last one. So tell us about Gary.
Bro.
What happened there?
Bro, Gary V literally every day for like 6 hours at least was just doing selfies and talking to people. Like that was his thing. He was like, yo, y'all are here to enjoy the conference. I am too. But most of y'all are here to meet me. Let's be honest. So he, I think he knew that that's what most people wanted to do. Even if he was out, of course, everyone wants to meet and talk to him real quick, get a couple seconds with him, a selfie. And he made that time, dude. Even the last day, he opened up another slot for a few hours for people who missed it. Like I would have been one of those people, but I got lucky. One of my friends, Gabriel from Art Blocks, was like, yo, I heard you forgot to sign up for Gary's thing. You're not going to be able to meet him. I mean, you could meet him maybe on the off chance when he's walking around, but you won't get a couple minutes with him. He goes, but I can slide you in. I got you. I know someone, whatever, and was able to meet him, got a one-on-one talk. Got to pretty much, with these kind of people, there's only really 2 or 3 that I care to meet like that. Gary Vee is one of them. Tom Bilyeu was one of them. And typically my first time meeting, I want to just spill out my heart. So this is my first time talking to Gary. So I did. I was like, yo, dude, 2 years ago, I was working a fucking waiter job. I hated my life. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to go. I didn't know what was right, what was wrong, what left was, I didn't know anything. And I was like, you pretty much are the reason I'm here. I'm a full-time YouTuber now. And I'm just so grateful because that has been my dream since forever. And to tell him that felt really nice because now if I see him again, I don't have to, get that off my chest. So that was really good to get that out. I wasn't prepared for when Gary had a follow-up question. I was not prepared for that. I didn't expect him to have a follow-up. I thought I was going to be able to say that, take the photo and get the fuck out because it was just so intense, bro. There's like 37 cameras on you, 37 lights on you, photography lights. Like it's a whole entire thing. So like I can see why people shit themselves when they go up there because I'm very comfortable talking on camera, very comfortable talking in general. And I didn't really stumble over my words, but I felt that intensity. I didn't get nervous, but the intensity was there for sure. And almost shit myself when he asked me a follow-up. He said something like, are you enjoying it? Or what specifically are you enjoying about the conference? And I spit something out like, well, last year, it was interesting. Last year, they had like a 4-hour, 5-hour line to go see Gary. This time they had an app. The Veecon app was nuts, dude. The Veecon app was crazy because everything was there encompassing inside the app. It was very well run. And you could do a sign-up process. You only had to probably wait like at most 2 hours. At most. I waited like 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe. So that was incredible to see him and get photos with him. And I got to see other A-list fucking people, dude, like Stephen Barter, the Diary CEO podcast host, the guy who's fucking mooning everywhere. He's got like million. He's for sure one of the top podcast hosts of all time. He's just so good. I knew it from when I first started watching him at like 200K. I was like, this guy's special. And now he's crossing over 2 million or something like that. He's crushing it. And I got to see him on stage with Damon from Shark Tank. And and I had a camera with me. This is the hack. If you ever go to a conference, if you can, get a professional looking camera, like enough to where you're like, okay, that's legit. And bro, I just walked into places, dude, low key, not anything crazy, but I kind of just walked through sometimes. And I had a camera. Sometimes I would have someone with me and I'd be like, oh, that's my audio guy. That's my sound guy. Was able to get him in a couple times too. And that was so much fun. I walked right up to the stage, Philip. I walked right up to the stage, my elbow on the stage, 8 feet away from Gary Vee, 8 feet away from Steven, 8 feet away from Damien, 8 feet away from anyone. And I'm just out there filming shit and just chilling there on the ground, sitting on my knees and watching this thing. It was the most incredible thing. And then the last day, I went and bought fucking V cards. Let me show you real quick.
I've got mine behind me. Mine there.
Hey, those are fire. Oh yeah. I've got a box too. I bought a box the last day. Before I do that, shout out Dylan DeVillain. I love you, bro. Shout out Cowabunga. But Dylan DeVillain picked up these limited edition. Why is this not focusing? These
Just
limited edition patient pigs. They ran out after like 10 minutes every day. So pretty much nobody got them. He picked up a few on the first day and actually gave me one for no reason. He was just,
nice.
I knew we were going to be good friends, but he just gave me one out of the goodness of heart. And I was like, wow, that was really fucking nice. Like that's not every day that someone just hands you that. Didn't ask for anything back or anything. So I was like, all right, let me see if I can one up this motherfucker. So I went up. When I talked to Gary, I brought the pin, had him sign it, and then I gave it back to that motherfucker and was like, dude, thank you. And he ended up giving me one of the other ones, but now he's got a signed Gary V pin. And that was electric, dude, to make that happen. And just so I can show you the cards that I snagged, got some cool ones, dude. I only opened one box and I did some trading. Let me show you what I got before trading. Here were the polls, including some kind of like jellyfish thing also, which I don't have anymore because I traded it, but here I got the authentic anaconda. So fire, very rare. And I also grabbed a Karma Kiwi, which was also rare, not very rare, but rare. And then I got the Gary B. Let's fucking go. I was so happy to get that. And then a Red Devil, which people love. I got a bunch of offers to trade this one, but I got so many offers that I ended up keeping it because I was like, shit, I must be missing something. I don't know enough about it, but I don't want to sell it. And then, bro, this is the real one. I got one of like the best cards, dude. So someone at the event who was trading, there was about 300 people trading at the very, very, very end of the conference. It was just like 300 of us chilling. Gary Vee was there looking at people's cards and stuff. It was so fucking awesome. It felt like any other card convention. And so I had this like shellfish looking thing that I don't really care about. And some dude's like, dude, I need that card. That's my PFP on Twitter. And I was like, really? And I was like, okay, well, like out of the goodness of my heart, I want to see if we can maybe work something out. So he's like, bro, pick any of these cards. And I'm like, all right, I mean, the one I had wasn't even that rare, but I was like, all right, well, if you really want it that bad, then like, I kind of want that card. And he's like, fine. And he gives me this, which is a Persuasive Pigeon. It's one of the core cards. It is fucking beautiful, very rare, way rarer than the card I had. And he got to get his PFP. I got to get a sick card. And now I've got a cool little collection. Dude, I couldn't be happier. So cool.
Amazing, Cade. I'm so happy. I see lots of comments from Crypto Dream. I missed you last week, Crypto Dreams. I see Janix is in the chat. We're just getting started, guys. Cade telling us a bit about Veecon.
Just look at this photo from the right after I saw Gary. I literally was like so overwhelmed. I just like fell on the couch and was just like chilling there for 10 minutes with
Cade,
Chris.
you got to share your screen, my friend. I
don't have all the photos on my computer, so.
But that's so cool. It's really, awesome. Really cool. Tell me this. I know that you're a big Gary Vee fan.
Yeah.
Are you more of a Gary Vee fan after than you were before? What is your feeling here?
So actually, are
you bullish on VeeFriends in general as far as an NFT project goes?
I'm very my stance on him has changed actually slightly. So now that I got to see him and talk to him and experience real life Gary for a moment, it kind of it took away the superhero persona, which I've been waiting for, because I don't like that, because I know everyone's human. I've been around, I've talked to enough people where I'm like, okay, there's no superheroes out there. Everyone's just normal. Some people are just a little bit more, fucking go get stuff done type of deal. But Gary, I was like, this guy might be a superhero. And to see a normal ass dude from fucking New Jersey like put on an event like this. A-list celebrities, Jessica Alba, bro, Andrew Schultz. These people have to walk around with security 24/7. Like these people showed up to Veecon to just be part of his fucking rocket ship. And I got a lot of ideas because I was like, dude, this is exactly the sort of vibe I want to give off for the Joyish Kingdom, where you create something so cool that people want to be part of it. And I mean, just look at the fucking talent he drew. It was insane, bro. And to see that happen was very cool. And to see him speak in person and to see someone with that level of stage presence was actually mind-boggling. I have never in my life seen anyone go up on stage like that and speak and have these like perfect fucking pauses, like just the exact amount of seconds to be pausing and stare at people and hold a point and make a point and fucking just sit there and let it sink in. It was incredible to see that. I've only ever been that mesmerized one other time in my entire life, and it was when I was 15 and I went to a Luke Bryan country music concert. I'd never been to a live concert before, and I see him backstage about to go up on stage, and I say, there's no fucking way this guy is about to go up on stage and direct 30,000 people in this fucking concert. There's just no way. How is he going to do it? He's just a dude. There's no way. And I was like, I would be so nervous. I could never do that. And I watched him come out on stage and fucking instantly just turn on and fucking had the most insane concert ever. And I just remember being like, wow, that's crazy that someone could do that. I can never do that. And then as I got older, I was like, no, I can't do that. But then to see Gary Vee do it, bro, it was crazy. So I'm macro bullish on VeeFriends. And it was also cool because it was not a Web3 conference. It was a Web3 conference, but not really. All the talks weren't specifically focused on blockchain. There was a whole variety of stuff, a whole variety of sponsors, from Cheetos to Fritos to all these Bud Light, huge companies. And I think that is the one thing that most companies missed, is that they either focus too much on the fact that it is Web3 and it just doesn't matter that much like that. You know, especially once it becomes more mainstream, it's just going to be part of the game. It's not going to be this big thing like, wow, we have NFTs. It's just part of the gig. And I think Gary got that, because that's what it was. It was like, bro, this is our brand. If you want to participate in the digital side, we got the NFTs. If you don't, we got the cards. If you don't, we got the merch. The merch is all selling for like 4x what you bought at the event, dude. I should have not opened anything, because everything's selling for like 4x right now. I don't know if they're actually selling, but man, dude, that conference was ridiculous. I met the coolest people and deepened some really solid relationships that I've been hoping to deepen and to work together. And I've gotten a little bit more of an aligned vision for what I'm looking to do. Again, got to meet some really, really cool people. It's really fun for me mainly to hang out with, this is going to sound really stupid and weird, but it's nice for me to be able to hang out with dudes and not feel competitive. Like we're just vibing. And especially you meet someone who's just a sweet dude. They're doing their own thing. They're trying to figure out their place in the world, whatever. I feel that, like I'm also doing the same thing. And growing up, I was always friends with girls. It was just for some reason easier. I think maybe the competition, either I ran away or they ran away, but it was hard for me to have dude friends because we were always competing for the girls. I just ended up only having a few. And I was just, I don't know, it's kind of cool because Web3 is pretty much all dudes. There was a good, mix of girls and guys at this event, but it's fun for me to hang out with guys who are all doing their thing, but not fighting me for it. They're like, yo, you're going to do your thing. I'm doing my thing. Let's be friends. That's cool for me.
Sounds amazing. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that you're getting into all of these things, making these relationships, which I think is key. And what you were saying, like people that you've connected with, and you mentioned World of Women and Betty, and I'm sure that there's going to be good things that come from it. So selfishly, you were missed, but selflessly, I was so happy that you were there, man. So yeah, I'm really happy to have you back. I missed you. I know the viewers missed you. So let's get straight into it. Hey?
Did you do anything special, or is it just normal stuff for you, hanging out with the family?
No, normal stuff. Normal stuff for me. Carrying on. But I did think about you. I got into bed last Friday night at like a normal human time, because I mean, even now it's already 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Been working a long week. I'm a night owl anyway, so this is okay for me. But I got into bed, I think, last week at about 8:30 p.m. And I said to Bianca, as I got into bed, I said, a warm welcome to the Web3 show. I'm your host, Philip Kaliko, joined by my wife, Bianca. So I definitely thought about everyone. But I mean, this for me has become very much our show. I know it's my show, and you are there with me. But in the end of the day, it's become our show. And yeah, I mean, look, if there was big stuff happening that week, I would have done it. But in the end of the day, there is some things happening, but not enough to warrant it. Without you. So I missed you. I'm sure the viewers did. I'm happy to have you back.